What's up, everybody? Eddie here. I am a freaking mess right now. I just woke up not too long ago, but I wanted to make this video immediately. Welcome to where the magic doesn't happen. I wanted to do this a face-to-face. I normally just do with my hands, and I feel like that's not a good review, you know, if you're just looking at my hands wiggling a phone around, you know. So I'm going to talk to you straight up. This is my 1 week review of the Xfinity Mobile. And I'm coming over from Sprint. So I made a review video on Sprint, and it wasn't good. I'm coming over from Sprint, so Xfinity Mobile right now is leaps and bounds better than Sprint. I could have one bar in my service bar and still get fast internet. Where with Sprint, if you know how you have one bar, then you have full bar, you have the last bar of a 5 because you're full service. You could be in the middle of that and not get fast internet. I'm gonna post up pictures so you know what I'm talking about, because I felt like I didn't describe that properly. Anyways, right now in this 1 week, I had no issues with text, no texting issues. I'm talking, you know, like MSN not going through or text interruptions, you know, this message didn't get sent, wasn't sent, which is what happened in Sprint, doesn't happen here. Drop calls, a thing of the past. Again, that's a Sprint thing, not an Xfinity Mobile thing, but this may vary depending on your area. You have to check out the Verizon coverage map because Xfinity Mobile runs off of Verizon. Keep that in mind. It is great service, a great network. Like I said, data very fast on the 4G LTE network. I've had no complaints about that, none whatsoever. And coming over from Sprint, it was amazing. Another cool thing that Sprint doesn't offer on all phones is all phones. Sorry guys, gotta rub the crust out of my eyes. All phones on Xfinity Mobile will be able to run data while being on the phone. That is a huge plus because on Sprint, only the S8, SA Plus, the LG something, and now they just released a Note 8 patch that allows you to do Calling Plus. But it's all beta, and it's not guaranteed to work. I was having issues with my SA Plus towards the end of my tenure with Sprint, and not having any here, so keep that in mind. And it's very fast too while you're on the phone. I had one time Xfinity Mobile knocked me down to 3G. Happened one time in a supermarket by my job, and it never happened again. So maybe there was a network update or something going on that I don't know of. But other than that, I've never had a problem. In buildings, at work, and here's the thing, at work I have one signal bar at LTE, and even when I'm not on Wi-Fi, it is fast for one bar. Okay, so I can't stress enough how superior this is to Sprint, a company who's been around for over 10 years, and this Xfinity Mobile, which if you really look at it is a beta program. Let that sink in. It's a beta program. They're testing it out and they're growing and they're getting bigger and bigger. So yeah. Now, let me tell you about Xfinity Plans. They have 2 plans, and I'm gonna give you my scenario, and then you add it to you. They don't have BYOB or BYOP, bring your own phone. They don't have that right now. That's something they plan on initiating in the future. I've seen some videos though with people popping in SIMs on unlocked phones and it working. I don't know. I haven't tried it, so I can't speak on it. They have 2. They have pay by the gig, and then they have the $45 a month plan. So pay by the gig. Let's say I have the Note 8, right? That's $40 a month standard for the phone. There's no down payments on phones. You just pick a phone you want and you make the first payment and the first month's payment the day you order the phone. That's it. There's no $100 down payment, $20, $200, $300, none of that stuff. You pay the monthly and that's it. So $40 for the phone, And then the first 100 megabytes is included in the plan, so you're not paying for that. And calling and texting and calling are included in both plans, and that's unlimited texting and calling for both. So the minute you go over the minute you go over 100 megabytes, they will charge you $12 for that first gig, $12 for the second, so on and so forth. If you're a power user, this is not for you. This will add up very quickly. Then the $45 a month plan is for you. That's unlimited data. Now, when they say unlimited data, air quotations here, because it's not truly unlimited. You're getting 20 gigabytes of 4G LTE speeds. Once you surpass that, they will throttle you down to 1.5 megabytes per second, which, if you look at it, technically is a lot more than what other companies give you when they throttle you down. So look into that if you're a power user and you go over 20 gigs. 20 is perfect for me. I stay within a 13, 15 gigabyte per month thing anyways. So I'm good with that. Another cool thing is they offer auto connect to Xfinity hotspots. So every phone has the ability to connect to an Xfinity hotspot automatically. You have priority over everyone else on that network, and it is very fast. But if you do not want this, if you're out and about and you don't want that to happen, just shut your Wi-Fi off and it won't auto connect, obviously. So there's that. And I've read a lot of comments where people were not into it. They didn't like that idea. So you can just shut your Wi-Fi off and you're just using mobile data. So that's for you guys. So with the service itself, no problem. When I first started up, I called customer service twice. The first time was to ask some questions because I got a letter in the mail from Xfinity letting me know about Xfinity Mobile. I didn't even know it existed. 6 months into their existence, I had no idea. And so I called up, asked a few questions. My wait time was less than 5 minutes. Lady was, every time they were very cordial and nice, and answered all my questions. And then the second time I called was to place my order for the Note 8. So with that being said, my most recent contact with Comcast was a little different. I felt that my Note 8 had a battery defect. I was getting, with medium to heavy usage, about 4 or 5 hours, where my S8 Plus was getting 7. So I was within the first few days, I was using it the same way I used my S8 Plus, and I was not getting similar battery life. Very poor compared to it. So I called up. I told them, hey, and this is what you should do if you ever have a problem with your phone. Call up your company and tell them, I've done a hard reset, a soft reboot. I've powered my phone off, powered it on. Once you tell them you've done that, their only option is to send you a new phone, because they're going to run the diagnostics with you. They're going to do that same thing with you over the phone. To skip all that nonsense and get a new phone, just tell them you've done that already, and then they'll ship you a new phone. So I called up Comcast. Third time I called up to let them know I had a problem. Again, wait time was less than 5 minutes. The lady was very nice. The thing is now that I feel like Xfinity might be understaffed, and they're not quite knowledgeable on the mobile side. So it's kind of touch and go. Your experience may vary. But I spoke to this one woman, told her what was going on. She set me up. I got my new Note 8 within 3 to 5 days. That's their standard now, 3 to 5 days. Got the phone. It was very simple. Pop my old SIM out, pop it in the new device, turn it on, and there you go. And the setup process originally was very easy too. I called up and set up because I don't know my Comcast login info right off the top of my head. So I just called up to do it, and then when I got my phone, I called up to set it up again, which was a very short wait time, and the dude I spoke to was very nice, and the process was like less than a minute, honestly, because they're just verifying your information, and then that's it. They power on the device, you're good to go. So I did it all on the phone. So now after I got my replacement, I turned it on, I had my everything set up. Now with the Note 8 that I needed to return, in the package had in the package there was a form, and it gives you 4 steps you have to follow. And this is very important. The first step is very important. You have to call the number and get the RMA number. Return merchandise something. Very important you get that number, because it's going to help you, protect you when you ship your device, so they don't they don't say they didn't get it or whatever. You have that proof that you sent it. Plus, always take pictures with the time and date of the device, of you putting it in the box, taping the box off, and sending it. You want to protect yourself, because a lot of times people have said that they didn't get their device, and then you have no proof and you're kind of screwed. So when I called up, that very last and most recent time was to get the RMA number and to make sure the process was complete. Well, this time, again, one thing I've never had was long wait times. But this time I got 5 people total. First 4 just kept patching me over to somebody else. Now, the annoying part is the first person answers, I tell them what's going on, and they say, okay, hold on. Next thing I know, I get another person that's like, hey, what do you need? What's going on? You gotta give every person your information to prove who you are, and then tell them what it is, and then they say, hold on, without even telling you they're gonna transfer you. Then you get another person. So the 5th person finally gave me the RMA number. Finally, right? And then that form, you have a spot that says RMA number, and then the note, and then whatever. Under RMA number, you're gonna write the number they give you. Take a picture, write it down for yourself, but write it on that form. That form goes in the box. And then again, just put the form in the box, tape it up, wrap the phone up real well. If you have the box, great. I didn't, so I just sent it with this bubble wrapping, sent it out, and there you go. I'm waiting now. I sent it out. Oh man, I think it was like Wednesday maybe. So I'm not expecting them to get it anytime soon, but we will see. If I have any problems with that, I will let you know. So that was my exchange story. Customer service, one thing people complain about is time, and I don't have that problem. I've never waited more than 10 minutes, and that's being nice. Customer service, though, can vary. Again, I feel like because this is a beta, they didn't put too much effort into their customer service staff. They might be understaffed, and they're not very knowledgeable in the mobile game. So any problems you have, I suggest that you go onto Google them first. If you can't correct the problem yourself, then contact Xfinity. If you're having a problem with mobile data, contact Verizon. If your data is acting up, check to see if there's an outage with Verizon. Contact them, because if you contact Xfinity, they don't really have the answers. So you got to go right to the source. That's really it, man. Within this week, everything that was going on, I give Xfinity Mobile an A+, man. I can't complain. The plan is good. They have no down payments on phones. No BS. You get the phone. Now, right now, it's only available to Xfinity, Comcast. So people who already have Xfinity, Comcast, right? I do, and this plan was available. Eventually, it would be open to everyone, but right now it's not. So there are limitations. But I personally, I love it. I highly recommend it to anyone who's interested. Yeah, I mean, that's really it, man. Right now, I've had a great time. Like I said, if anything happens with that phone, if I have any issues whatsoever, I will make a video about it and let you know what's going on and how that happened, or the resolution to that. Because I'm not gonna lie, that's a concern. I don't want to be paying for 2 Note 8s. 2 is a lot of money. The damn phone is $960, so nuh-uh. Anyways, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. If I didn't say something or there was something amiss, ask me down below. I'll either make another video or I'll just answer the question down there in the comment section. That's where you will find me, in the comment section. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Peace out, everybody. Oh, a cool one. Right? That was pretty cool.